Jerusalem, a city as ancient as human history itself, lay under a velvety midnight sky. The narrow streets were silent, the golden stones reflecting only the pale shimmer of starlight. Every wall, every corner of this sacred city whispered stories of prophets, miracles, and holy battles. On this night, however, there was a strange, almost electric energy in the air, as if every stone and every shadow were poised, waiting. The atmosphere was thick with the kind of anticipation that silences even the night birds, a sensation that tingles in the back of the mind, hinting that something momentous is on the horizon. Then, as if responding to this unspoken call, a blinding light pierced the darkness. It was not the light of a star, nor the glow of a moonlit sky. This was an otherworldly brilliance, one that illuminated every corner of Jerusalem with a clarity that felt almost invasive, revealing the city in all its ancient splendor. The people awoke, drawn to their windows in the streets, hearts pounding with a strange mixture of fear and awe. There, high above the sacred city, a figure emerged, his form both majestic and terrifying, wings stretched wide, vast and shimmering like fields of flame, a figure that seemed to embody both power and grace descended from the heavens. This was no ordinary sight. This was the appearance of the Archangel Michael, the defender of God's people, the celestial warrior tasked with battling the forces of darkness. His mere presence exuded a strength and peace that transcended words, touching the hearts of everyone who gazed upon him. In those moments, as people gathered in awe, there was a collective realization. They were witnessing something miraculous, something ancient yet profoundly alive. As Michael hovered above the city, he seemed to radiate a protective light over Jerusalem, his fiery wings casting an ethereal glow across the ancient walls. He was a symbol of hope in a time of despair, a reminder that there is a divine power watching over humanity, guarding and guiding it through the darkest of times. In that moment, faith was no longer an abstract concept, but a living, breathing presence that could be felt in every heartbeat, every breath. Witnesses, overwhelmed by the angelic presence, spoke of an overwhelming sense of peace that washed over them, a peace that transcended human understanding. Some fell to their knees, hands clasped in prayer, tears streaming down their faces. Others stood motionless, captivated by the sight, unable to look away. It was a sight that would be etched into their memories forever, a story they would tell their children and grandchildren, a moment that would become a part of Jerusalem's ever-unfolding legend. As the news spread, so too did the sense of wonder and reverence. People traveled from distant lands to stand on the hallowed ground, to gaze upon the sky where the Archangel had appeared, hoping to catch a glimpse of the divine. The ancient city, already a place of pilgrimage, became even more sacred. The streets that had once echoed with the chants of prophets and the footsteps of kings were now filled with the quiet murmurs of believers, each sharing their own experiences, their own stories of the miraculous night. It was as if a new chapter had been written in the long, storied history of Jerusalem, a chapter that spoke not of division or conflict, but of unity and divine purpose. To those who knew the stories of the Bible, the appearance of Michael was particularly poignant. Michael is no ordinary angel. He is the commander of God's armies, the one who stands against the forces of evil, a figure who has fought for humanity time and time again. He is mentioned in the book of Daniel as the great prince who stands watch over your people, a guardian and protector in times of trial. In the book of Revelation, he is described as the one who leads the heavenly armies against the forces of darkness, a warrior who fights for the souls of the faithful. Throughout history, he has appeared to saints and visionaries, offering comfort and strength, his very presence a reminder of God's unfailing love and protection. His name, Michael, means who is like God, a question that embodies his mission and his devotion, for Michael serves not for glory, but out of loyalty to the Creator. Jerusalem, known as the City of Peace, has long been a focal point for spiritual encounters and divine revelations. It is a place where the physical and the spiritual worlds seem to overlap, where the veil between heaven and earth feels thin. For thousands of years, it has been a place of pilgrimage, a city where people from all corners of the earth come to seek closeness to the divine. This city has been at the center of some of history's most significant events, from the binding of Isaac on Mount Moriah to the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus Christ. It is a place where miracles are not just stories from the past, but are woven into the daily lives of those who dwell within its walls. The appearance of Michael here, in this holy city, was a powerful reminder of Jerusalem's role in the divine plan, a sign that God has not forgotten his promises to his people. The stories of Michael's interventions in history are not confined to religious texts. In fact, there are countless accounts throughout history of people who claim to have encountered this powerful archangel, each story more miraculous than the last. One such story comes from the small Italian town of San Giovanni Rotondo in 1945. Padre Pio, a humble priest known for his deep faith and miraculous abilities, was plagued by demonic attacks. The assaults were relentless, pushing him to the very edge of his endurance. Just when all seemed lost, Padre Pio called upon the Archangel Michael for help. His prayer was answered, and Michael appeared, driving away the demonic forces and bringing peace to the tormented priest. Padre Pio later spoke of the experience with reverence, describing Michael as a beacon of light and strength, a force that could drive back even the darkest of evils. The people of Jerusalem took comfort in these stories, finding in them a sense of continuity with the past. In an era of uncertainty, they clung to the belief that Michael had come not only to protect the city, but to bring hope to a world that had nearly forgotten the power of faith. They began to hold vigils at the Western Wall, lighting candles and offering prayers, their faces illuminated by the flickering light as they asked for Michael's continued protection. It was a scene that recalled the ancient traditions of their ancestors, a reminder that faith is not something of the past but a living, breathing part of their identity. In the days following the miraculous appearance, Jerusalem became a place of pilgrimage for people from all walks of life. They came not only to see the city where the Archangel had appeared, but to find solace in the knowledge that they were not alone in their struggles. Some sought healing, others redemption, and others still came simply to feel the peace that radiated from the city. The streets, once silent, were now filled with the sounds of prayer and song, a testament to the enduring power of faith. The appearance of Michael had breathed new life into the city, bringing together people of all backgrounds and beliefs in a shared reverence for the divine. For many, the appearance of Michael was a reminder that the spiritual battle between good and evil is ongoing. Every choice, every action is a part of this struggle, and each person has a role to play. In this sense, Michael's appearance was a call to arms, a reminder that humanity is not merely a passive observer, but an active participant in the divine plan. It was a message of hope, yes, but also a message of responsibility, a reminder that each person has the power to bring light into the world, to stand up against darkness, and to make a difference. And so, as the people of Jerusalem gazed upon the sky where Michael had appeared, they felt a renewed sense of purpose. They knew that the road ahead would not be easy, that the world was still filled with challenges and trials. But they also knew that they were not alone, that there was a divine presence watching over them, guiding them, protecting them. And in that knowledge, they found peace.